Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Mohsin Riaz, Subject Specialist, Pakistan Studies at Divisional Public School and Inter College, Sahiwal. I welcome you on online classes at DPS and Inter College, Sahiwal. Let's have a look on today's lesson. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Learning objectives of the today's lesson are: by the end of the lesson, you will be able to understand what are landforms and how landforms are formed. So first we will discuss what are landforms. A landform is a natural or artificial feature of the solid surface of the earth or other planetary body. Landforms together make up a given terrain, and their arrangement in the landscape is known as topography. Study of landform is called geomorphology. So the earth is made of many different landforms. All of the landforms in an area make up the topography. Landforms can be made of rock and dirt. The examples are mountains, hills, and plains. Ice, example is glacier, sand, beaches and dunes, water, canyons and mesas. So the types of landforms are mountains, hills, valleys, deserts, plains and plateaus. But in this chapter we will mainly discuss main types of landforms, that are mountains, desert, plains and plateaus. So there are two forces that are working in the earth. Number one is constructive and number two is destructive. So constructive forces are those that processes that create landforms: deposition, landslides, volcanic eruptions and floods. While destructive forces are processes that destroy landforms: weathering, erosion, landslides, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes and floods. So variation in landforms occur due to two main forces, that are internal forces and external forces. Internal forces are constituted as constructive forces, while external forces are constituted as destructive forces. Internal forces are those which act under the earth's surface and result in the change of landforms. The examples of internal forces are movement of tectonic plates and earthquake. The internal forces include the gravity forces, magnetic forces, electrical forces and spring forces. On the other side, external forces are those which act on the surface of the earth, causing a change in the nature and shape of a landform. For example, wind, water are the external forces which cause weathering and denudation of the land. So earth downwards. As you look in the picture, internal forces are forces inside the earth which push a part of earth upwards or downwards. These forces create new landforms on the surface of earth. The continents and mountain ranges are formed by these forces. In the same way, when the molten matter inside the earth moves upward, it comes out on the surface of the earth and solidifies. A variety of landforms are created in this way, that is, volcanoes and plateaus. So internal forces that create landforms: crustal movements, the moving plates of the earth's crust. Plates move very slowly, about 1 to 5 centimeter per year. As you look in the picture, plates may slide, push or pull apart from each other. So these are the three cases in which the plates will move. Mountains and volcanoes are formed from the processes within Earth's surface. So mountains and volcanoes are formed from the effect of internal forces within the Earth's surface. So external forces. Dear students, have you ever seen a sculptor working? He works on stone with his tools and carves out different features. In the same way, when a part of earth is applied by the internal forces, winds, rivers, glaciers, and sea waves carve out different features on it. These are the external forces of the earth. Dissected coastline, valleys, lakes, waterfalls, various plateaus, and plains are formed by these forces. So, as you look in the diagram, when the magma solidifies, it turns into rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals were processed by weathering and they were turned as landforms of weathering. Likewise, these rocks and minerals, when there is weathering occur, they turn into sediment production, and these sediments will turn are affected by erosion and turned as landforms of erosion. Likewise, sediment transportation. These are affected by deposition and these are called landforms of deposition. So these are the external factors. Look at the picture. Clouds, precipitation, wind, biogeochemical cycles, land air, terrestrial radiation. These all are the external factors that affect the system. Now, at the end of the lesson, we will recapitulate our topic. We learned that what are landforms and how landforms are formed. So, as you look in the picture, these are the examples of landforms. So, volcanoes, hills, island, canyons, desert, ocean, river, jungle, mountains, marshes, waterfalls, and plains. These all are the major types of landforms, but in this chapter we will discuss only 4 types of landforms. So, for millions of years, in the surface of the earth has been in the slow but constant movement. The forces that cause this movement are internal and external forces. Internal forces work below the Earth's surface, volcanism, and movements that bend, fold, or lift the crust. Likewise, external forces work on the Earth's surface, like weathering and erosion. It is on the outer layer or crust of the Earth where landforms develop that are created by these internal or external forces. Now there is an assignment. You have to answer these questions. The first one is, who will tell me? Geomorphology is study of. Yes, very right. Landforms. Second question is, how many types of forces creates landform? Yes, very right. Option C, 2 forces. These are internal and external forces. Question number 3 is, which force exists in system? Very right. Internal forces. These are exist inside the system. Next question is, who will tell me which force exists outside the system? Very right. External forces. External forces exist outside the system. So now it is a time of homework. Learn and write the topic how landforms are formed and what are the landforms. Thank you very much. Hope you will enjoy the lesson. In case of any issue, any difficulty, you may ask on WhatsApp. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.